How you doing, class? What's going on? My name is Kamar. Um, it's time to do this discussion. It was a very interesting topic and standardized tests, and it opened my eyes, kind of talking to some teachers at my school about a few things. But the three tests that I chose are the Apache Diagnostic Reading Test, the Wessler Intelligence Scale for Children, and the Brigance Diagnostic Inventory for Basic Skills. And for me, one thing that I kind of already knew was that a testing environment really does affect kind of how everything goes on and how effective you are at taking the test. When I took the FCAT years ago, I mean, I know it wasn't early childhood, but ninth, 10th grade, they used to put us into this huge auditorium and tell us, pretty much to stay focused. But you have about 300 other kids in there trying to take the same test, and although they're not directly on top of you, you do kind of worry about the environment, just like you got one person. So if someone gets up, you might look down, the auditorium and see that person or watch them get up to go use the bathroom. It's a little distracting. So that's something that I connected with my prior knowledge, and I kind of already knew. As far as extension, I didn't know how much actually goes into standardized tests. I'm very critical on standardized tests. I think that I'm someone who always looks on how they can improve, kind of get more input from the community on how the tests are administered and what's on the test, the material that's involved in the test. And I don't think that they really do their due diligence on that and kind of getting perspective from families and students and things like that. But a lot does go into a lot of research. That was very refreshing to see that it's more of a process. And my challenge, and my biggest challenge is to the test makers and the administrators of the test, that you really do go out there and you talk to parents and talk to children especially. I think the students need an opportunity to see what they want to be tested on. Like as far as like when it comes down to literacy and what literature is in there. I used to always tell my teacher, the reason why a lot of people aren't doing good on these tests is because, we don't want to read about Jack and the Beanstalk. We end up reading about Tupac and Biggie. And I think that should be a variable. How do children do when the topic is something that they're actually interested in, as opposed to something that they're not interested in? So if you can test children on their interest and see how well they comprehend, and if that is a factor into them passing standardized tests or even doing well on standardized tests. Most popular standardized tests, I had trouble finding that information into the literature, but I think that standardized tests should be pretty concrete and basic. Instruction and the reading of the instructions tend to be different from classroom to classroom, so you don't end up getting the same instruction when you're in one class as opposed to the next. So I think that if there was a uniform instruction on how things can be kind of structured, I think that people would be better off. So I think standardized tests need to be more uniform. So hope you guys did well on the assignment. My name is Kamar. Have a good night.